Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Topics and opinions may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi guys, welcome back to my podcast. Okay, so today's guest is
Karma. Yeah, I know what it is.
period. So how was let's start it off because people are asking since we live in Houston, Texas, whatever not, how was the tornado for you?
Oh, the tornado. I was.
Yeah?
I mean, honestly, I was at work, so I just.
You
I
got
was,
stuck there?
No, thank God. No, thank God. Oh my God, no.
You
But
bastard.
that's the last place I think anybody wants to get stuck is at their job.
Well,
but
unless it's like really bad, but you got food. So
I mean, yeah. But like, no.
if it got really bad, yeah.
Yeah. But like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I just saw the whole sky get black, and I was just like, oh, it's gonna get dangerous out
But
here.
were you like exiting around that time, or you were
Yeah,
just at
yeah.
work?
I was like leaving at that time, so I was like, yeah, let me hightail my black ass home.
How long
And
did it take you to
then
get home?
It took me like maybe 20, 30 minutes to get home because like literally it just got dark. Like
Yeah.
all the clouds were just coming while I was
It
on
was
my way home.
crazy.
So yeah. And then it got really bad. My power was out, but thankfully it came on like within the next morning. But I know like there's a lot of people that still don't have power.
People right now still don't have
Yeah.
power. I think I probably have like 2 cousins that don't have power.
Yeah. So a lot of my coworkers where I work, they were like, I don't know, I kind of want to stay at work because there ain't no power at my house. I was like, oh, I'm going home.
No, for real, I got power. I ain't
I
staying
got
here.
power. I gotta go.
Oh fuck yeah, I got stuck in the middle of it too. I was leaving my barber, and as soon as I start leaving, I get the warning sign from the fucking my phone, and it says tornado warning, take shelter. I was like, take shelter.
Take
Now,
shelter.
They're being extra.
Because, you know, they
But
always
once
do that.
Yeah,
They always be like, oh, tornado watch. We'll be like, yeah.
yeah.
I'm finna
But
go.
once I exited that hole, I was like, what the fuck? The door fucking slammed, almost took my ass. I was like, ain't no way. I was trying to make it home. I tried to
Did you
drive
see,
home.
what's that place called?
What?
Conejo Malo?
Oh yeah, Conejo Malo was destroyed.
Where y'all gonna go?
They got all hit. What's that other big club? 5306 or something like that.
I don't know. Que sé yo? I don't know.
Well, welcome to the podcast. I like your fit, people.
Thank
Look
you.
at it. Míralo.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
show
you for
them. They
having me.
can see.
I just came in a little blue attire with some little fuzzy shoes. You know, you never know what to go and do out in Houston. So
So tell me a little bit about yourself and what do you do, how you grew up, where'd you grew up, and
oh, that's a little. Okay, so, I mean, honestly, I'm from the Bronx, so I was born in New York. I don't even think my hospital is open anymore, but it's cool. There came me, and I was in New York for about 8 to 10 years back and forth, but specifically like living in New York, and then we moved down here to Houston, and I've been living in Houston here.
what age
since-
did you move here?
I want to say like I remember the first time going to school here because I think my mom tried to move us here before, but that didn't work out. But I remember my first time going to school here was like around third and fourth, like that transition from third to fourth grade. And so yeah, and then we went back to New York for one last time, and then we moved down here permanently. Like I remember just moving down here permanently. All
How-
of our stuff was down here.
How was that movie? Because I always say like, moving is such a hard hard thing,
know.
especially at a young age. So
To be honest, I
were you
think I
scared
kind
in
of
school.
me no because I've always had family in Houston. Like my dad's side of the family was in Houston, so it was just kind of like I was getting the best of both worlds to me at the time.
Okay, got me.
But like then the future happens, life happens.
Yeah.
But like so no, it didn't feel weird to me. It kind of felt like oh wow, like this is gonna be a new exciting adventure. Like this is awesome. And then I was young and I didn't really have so much say so in it, so. It
Yeah.
wasn't like
You had a choice.
yeah, so.
It is what it is.
But I've grown to like, I love New York. I'm a New Yorker, but I love Houston. Like Houston has its own,
Little coach.
yeah, it has its own little feel. It has its own little vibe to it, and I've grown to, not only feel like, not only do I feel like it's shaped me throughout like my teenage years, but it's like it's also really awesome, and
Yeah.
it's kind of needs to be embraced universally.
Hell yeah! Like,
Like-
I feel like Houston's one of the biggest cities. Well, probably like the 4th biggest city.
I think so.
One of the
I see
coolest
people
cities,
every-
I guess, to grow up on because it's very like diverse here.
Yeah.
People are like there's a different cultures, different people, different personalities. So it's really
Yes.
doesn't get boring
A
as much.
huge melting pot, but at the same time, it's just kind of
Yeah,
like
small world.
it's a small world.
Like
It's
everybody
like
know
everybody
everybody.
knows everybody.
Como
So
la
it's like
canción. What that song say? Welcome to Houston. Everybody, fucking
like
everybody.
yeah, yeah.
So it's just like a small ass word. Especially it makes it smaller. Especially in our community. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Houston is a little community, and then the LGBT is like.
I
a
mean,
smaller
honestly,
one.
I just feel like the queer and LGBT community in general, like because of online, it's just gotten a lot smaller. Like
Yeah.
because we've always wanted to feel a sense of like community. You know what I'm saying? Especially like growing up,
Acceptance.
like acceptance community. Like not everybody was blessed to have like a mother like my mom who she didn't really care too much about my sexuality. She was just like, whatever you're doing, don't be out here doing nothing stupid,
Yeah.
and don't be out here fucking with no dumb people either.
Yeah.
Like so but it was just like we do strive for that. So the internet, social media, like as much as it's a dual-ended sword, it has helped be a beacon to a lot of people for each other. Like we get to converse with one another and be able to express things that we thought we were isolated in,
Yeah.
and find solace in knowing that we're not, and so on and so forth, to where we really did get to expand on that form. So that's why I feel like even in our community now, like it's a lot smaller, because our community in general has now become an accessible thing in that way.
Yeah. Do you normally like go to like pride festivals and stuff like that?
I haven't been to Pride. I feel so bad. Look, I'm looking away. I haven't been. I haven't been to Pride in a while, but it's
Well, I
like
haven't been in 2 years. I think on a year.
I
2 years.
stopped 2020. The year before 2020 was the last year I went to Pride. 2019, yeah. So 2019 was.
COVID.
I mean, yeah, because of COVID, but also because I felt like it was no longer centered around our community in that sense. Like I really felt like in 2019 was like this is so awkward to say, but it's like I'm walking around in Pride, you know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable, we get to be around our people, but you have
It feels
straight
kinda
people
judged.
and then they're looking at you crazy for being
outfit.
around your outfit, being around your community, being around your area of love, laughter, and love and life, like they love to do. So, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. Like I'm not saying that I don't want to include everyone. Everyone should feel included.
Yeah.
But I also feel like if you're gonna include everybody, you should be aware of the environment that you're bringing
Going in.
people and that you're going in. Like, and don't sit there and be like, oh well, my kids are. Why would you bring your kids to something that could potentially expose them to certain things too young.
Yeah.
Even if they are like, I'm not saying like children shouldn't be able to go to Pride, but it's like even that's when you start catering events for children who know they're gay. Like, cause we know we're gay when we're young. And some of us don't, but for the most part, this is not like.
Basically, it's like they should go to more events. There's like it's fine to go to LGBT community like events and festivals, but there's other festivals that are more age appropriate for that group.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if we're gonna have these precautions and we're gonna treat it like something that's equal, you wouldn't have people go and do the same thing vice versa. If there was a big festival that showed people having sexual things and expressing their love, even if it's in public, you don't have kids on nude beaches for that reason. Like, so it's just like, have discernment in where you're bringing, your kids and where you're bringing certain people, because that is a place of acceptance, not a place for you to come and pass judgment.
Yeah, you know where I felt that, where I haven't felt. You're right about Pride. Like nowadays, it feels kind of like, oh, do I really want to wear that? Because it's like, kind of too exposing.
And I'm not saying that some people were not overdoing it. Like, of course, we're always gonna have some people go the extra freaking mile to just make sure that you're just like, why?
But where I didn't feel like that, where I felt like a safe space, where I haven't felt in a while, was the Nicki Minaj tour. Just the audience walking around, I felt zero judgment. I felt like everybody was like hyping each other up. Like,
I mean, yeah, because
it was that.
and
area.
in that environment, when people find something to unify for, it's a lot better to express and to not feel that judgment.
Yeah.
But I do feel like now Pride is being catered to a demographic that is the LGBT people. We're no longer the audience for Pride Month.
I feel
We're
like it's
no
just a
longer-
brand thing nowadays.
It's branding. It's just all branding, and that's what I've been. I felt that heavily in 2019, just simply being that because I went to Pride before, I was able to be in parades prior to, I was on floats, and like I got to feel expressive, and I know how that liberated me as a late teenager, as a 18, 19 year old. So me going in 2021, and I was just like, it's kind of not
It.
it's kind of not it. So I don't know, maybe we got to organize, maybe we got to get back into it, maybe we got to do some
Age restriction.
not even just age restrictions. Like it's not necessarily just mostly that. It's just like we gotta go back to the drawing board, baby, and we gotta start planning
Feel more
this event
accepting.
right for us, because it just doesn't feel like it's an event that's
Freeing.
uplifting and freeing
Freedom.
and for the acceptance of the LGBTQ plus community.
True. Well, switching topics, I want to know what got you into music, because he is an artist. You do make, what kind of genre you say your music is at?
See,
Or you're just a little bit everywhere?
I don't want to say I'm a little bit of everywhere, because I am confined to a couple of genres. Not saying that I'm stuck there for life, but it's just
Where you at now?
I'm kind of in the blend of creating a blend of genres, but I love pop music. I love R&B music. I grew up on R&B music. I grew up on jazz. I grew up on funk soul. My mom was very, very eclectic in the
Where's your mom
abundance
from?
of music. My mom's Dominican, from New York too,
Oh,
But it's very, I have a very, very broad sense of music, so it was naturally told, to me, I guess, that like I'm gonna do music eventually, like whether I wanted to or not. Even my dad, he was a DJ and he was a musician himself, and
You're just always around that.
I was always around that environment, and it was always something that I clung on to as well. I love singing, I love dancing, I loved movies. I theater kid to the fullest. So I was just like, I want to go the extent of bringing my artistic ability to life. So I would always write these songs. Like I would write like crappy little songs about like things that I would learn about. Like I would learn about Niagara Falls, and I would write a song about Niagara Falls. Like I don't give a damn.
No, for
And
real.
so it started as like a little quick passion hobby, that it became like no, I can really write songs. Like I know I can really do this. And then my songs got better, and I got wordier, and it became like fun. Like I get like chills sometimes when I write songs, and I know like this.
I love that feeling when, like, say you listen to a song and there's like a part where it's like just they stop singing, or they're like just a beat, and in your head you just start running lyrics.
Like literally.
Literally.
Like, it's just like, it's like a never ending. Or I'll think of like, oh, I would have done this on this song. Like, and it was just like a nonstop.
Oh, what would you
hunger.
would have said on this song?
Yeah, like it was just like a nonstop hunger. So I just was like, I want to make music. Like I want to make music, and I'm always singing. And my friends were like, "You're always singing. Make music." Like so, yeah. I really started making music, and I dropped my first song when I turned 18.
And what was the name of that one?
Girl, I was on drugs, so my bad. So the name of that song was "On These Bars."
Okay, good.
And that was like 2017 circa. Like you had to know like what was going on at that time. I can't remember. Truth be told, no. But what was going on at the time was just a lot of like chaos.
Was it like just about like that song? Was it mostly like about out in the clubs, or is it like more sentimental?
No, it was just more like a sentimental song. Essentially, I wasn't even gonna release it, but it was just something that I
Needed
felt
to.
like was like a ramble, but like a continuous ramble that I kept repeating in my head. And so I was like, I need to put this down. I need to put this out. And like, honestly, it did help, because, like in so many ways, I got a lot of
It's like a form of release, like that.
right. And it was affirmation from the universe too, because that song had garnered like 10,000 plays and something on SoundCloud, and I was like, oh my God, like me as a
started on SoundCloud?
me
Okay.
as an 18-year-old posting my very first song, I was just like, what, like
It's
what?
dope,
Like,
yeah.
people are listening to this shit. Like, and now I listen to it and I'm like, this fucking mix. Like, oh my God.
Who
Like,
let you
who
release
the
this?
fuck let me drop? But I mean, I still love it
But
because that's the
yeah,
first thing that I did. But
that's
it's
your
just
first
like,
baby step.
God damn. Like, but, and the steps that,
I feel like a lot of artists have those songs.
oh,
Like,
I'm sure, and even communicating with some of my fellow artists, peers, and friends and collaborators, we all have that feeling. It doesn't matter what medium of art you do, you're gonna have that one thing that you're just like, why the fuck did I do that?
But I took
Like,
that shit out.
so
No, same.
I'm I'm very appreciative of music too, because I feel like music is one of the best forms of communication
Oh yeah, definitely.
ever. Like
I feel like, yeah.
it doesn't even, you don't even need to understand the language to get the emotion, and that's beautiful. That's what I want to capture in most of my
Music
music.
is like a language itself.
It is, and it's a universal one that doesn't
Universal
like
too.
that's why I appreciate music so much, because it's something that could be felt by the world all
By
at
different
once.
cultures, by different people, by different backgrounds. It's like everybody hears that beat or hears that lyric. It's just something attaches them
And
to
it's
them.
something to test, and it speaks to something in them, and that's I think that's just beautiful. I love it.
I love music too. Like sometimes when you don't know how to express it in words or text, you
Yeah.
just send them the song or send them this part of the song, and then be like, "This is what I feel, and this is what I
And
said."
that's it. Leave me alone.
So, growing up in Houston after you got here, was it like hard to get into music or like the industry?
Ooh. You know, that's a really good question, because Houston is so hard. I mean, and it may be easier for others than it is for me. Um, but Houston is a difficult city to kind of break through the music
Industry.
industry in. I'm convinced, and I'm not saying that it doesn't have the possibility, but you do have to work very hard. And
Very.
9 times out of 10, the people who do maneuver their way out of this city in a manner that is like they've reached for, you know what I'm saying? Like having notoriety in the city. Sorry, having notoriety in the city is one thing, but having notoriety surpass the city is another.
Is another, yeah.
And
It's a different
so,
level.
you know, I say that to say like we have to shift that culture in a way where it comes to, I want to say, diversifying our arts, because there is focus here, but it's solely based on one genre specifically, and it's very hard for artists. And this is not just from my own experiences. This is even from, you know, concerns and efforts that I've discussed amongst other artists, that we have this like shift of support in the city, and it's directed towards a specific genre. It's directed towards a specific area, and yeah, I mean, not to say that it's not being combated. There are people going and breaking the odds and
Yeah.
doing great things.
What
you know,
three artists do you like that are from Houston?
Right now?
That left Houston doing this shit.
I mean, obviously, like, okay, right now, Megan.
Okay.
I love Megan down. But I love Nicki too. Hold on,
Yeah.
because
Hold
they
on.
crazy. Hold on. I love Nicki too. Raised, born, bred, Nicki. I love Megan down. You know, Beyonce's on there.
Oh, yeah,
Beyonce's
that.
always going to be on everybody's list. Another Houston artist, I love Normani. I love, you know, Tizo. He's not from Houston, but he's making, and honestly,
He
he's from a
reps
place.
Houston.
He's from a place that's even possibly harder to make.
I feel
it
like
out
the
of,
same with Drake.
because
Drake reps Houston
Beaumont.
a lot.
Yeah, Drake. I mean, Drake's reps Houston though. Like, from Houston.
Did he move here or no? I heard he moving here, or he was gonna think of moving here.
Girl, I don't know. Girl, I don't know. I can't call him, so I don't know.
So go ahead.
But yeah, like Megan, Beyonce, Travis Scott, of course. Tizo Touchdown. He's really one of like my favorites right now. Like he's like, because he's breaking that mold and breaking that niche that's been that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
That focus
That's what
that they're doing, that they only focus on this specifically. So, not to say that it's not being combated, because it is, but it's just not like how, you know, an LA artist or an Atlanta artist or a New York artist, or hell, even a Miami artist would be able to maneuver throughout the industry, because they have more access in development areas there. But the internet is a powerful tool.
Oh
So
yeah, definitely.
at the end of the day, success does
I feel
measure
like it's
up
just
to
your
the
marketing.
person. Exactly.
The
It's always going to go down
to
to
the marketing.
marketing, branding, and what essentially consistency. How
Mm-hmm.
consistently are you
Are
pursuing
you
and
really
doing what
motivated?
you're doing?
Is this what you want to do?
Yeah. So
Because
I'm not
I hate
saying
when people are like fake about it, just want to make the money part, but they're not really passionate about it. Like you
like
can tell in their music, they don't want to. They're just making. They're just there for the music, for the
yeah,
money
like for
part.
the money part, like they're like, oh, how can I sell this hit? How can I
Mm-hmm.
sell this hit? Nah, I mean, it's not about selling the hit. Like, and that's another reason why sometimes it takes so long for artists to release. People don't even get that. It's like you guys want artists to drop
Music back to back.
back to back to back, and it's like they can't experience life. You haven't even experienced life.
Mm-hmm. Where they're supposed to draw that
Where are they
from.
supposed to draw that inspiration from? They're simultaneously living, breathing, and existing alongside you.
Yeah.
So they have to go
Some
through
people just don't
things.
see that artists are humans too. Like they're just
That's celebrity
expressing.
worship.
Yeah. Expressing their feelings, their everything through music, and
And I
helping
say
others.
that, and I'm like, I'm an artist, like, and I make amazing music. I know that it's bound to reach where it's gonna reach, but
I'm pretty sure.
having respect for the artist at the same time, because knowing that these people are human, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that they bleed the same red blood that you
They feel
do.
the
They feel the
same.
same feelings that you feel, and it's on a magnitude because they're being criticized by you while doing it. So
I feel like if you don't like an artist, then don't say nothing about it. Like, just get your own
don't
artist.
listen to them.
Like, I mean, huh?
Just don't listen to them.
Don't listen to them. Don't
Like-
fuck with them. But why be negative? Why be in the comments? Like, just if you don't like the artist, skip. That's
Yeah,
all you
man,
have to do.
trolls.
But no, some people
Trolls.
want to be trolls in that fucking music or in the fucking comments and be like, bitch, you really had the time of day to be commenting this? It's crazy.
I mean, they do because when they don't have nothing, like they want to
Nothing going
nitpick.
on.
They want to nitpick, like, and it really do be like, I hate to say it, but it's like that's why I said the other day to my friend, I was like, I feel like they should really just stop trying to make everybody work so damn hard and kill themselves because it's really making everybody hate everything to the point to where, like, I was saying, why would you go like why would you go and do something that you don't want to do? Like, you got doctors who don't want to be doctors.
Exactly.
Bro, why the fuck is you a doctor?
Like, do something.
Why
else.
the fuck are you a doctor?
You're wasting your time.
You're wasting my time and my health too, nigga. You
real.
don't want to be a doctor, and you're sitting here telling me you want to. Like, what?
Yeah.
What is he telling me? So you don't want to do this. Essentially, you dread waking up and having to tell people about their health and having to help people become healthy. Therefore, you do a what? Shitty job.
Yeah. Or not even healthy yourself.
Like, you do a shitty job, and so this perpetuates a cycle of people who aren't good at what they do.
Yeah.
Instead of essentially
They're just
pushing
trying
a
to please
society
their
that
mom and dad or please somebody. They're not pleasing themselves.
But even in a world where you want to do things to please your mom and dad, it would essentially be easier to do that by doing something that you wanted to do because it would be a necessity for you.
Yeah.
Like, everything that we do is needed, but the way that we're extremist about it is not. That's where we are in society. But this is not even political, but things finna get crazy. I just feel it. Y'all don't feel it? Things are
I
getting
do feel it.
weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It's something in the air, like something.
it's just
I
like,
feel like
dude,
something's gonna happen.
Shut your gun. Hold on.
Not for real, like with these fucking weather, with the fucking world.
No, that weather was
everything's
crazy. That
going-
tornado was crazy. I really do hope all of our Houston viewers are
For real.
safe. And, like, we're going to have to drop some resources or links down below. We're going to have
We
to do
should.
some research after this to find out what we can do to people that don't have power. Because
Exactly.
I seen earlier today that there's going to be people without power for, like, weeks.
weeks, yeah.
Weeks. Weeks is unacceptable.
It's crazy.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Yeah, it sucks when people are like that. Especially like the other day, I felt bad because I told my sister yesterday when we were smoking, I was on Instagram Live because my agency wants me to go live more often, especially that one of my videos was blowing up. So one of the videos that was blowing up was the tornado one. So that video was blowing up. It was doing good. So I try to go live for that way it's trending. I go live, whatever. It helps me, whatever. So when I start seeing people like commenting, "Are you okay? You okay?" I'm like, okay, cool. They're worried about me. But then it made me feel bad when I start seeing the comments. Oh, that's crazy that you have light. Oh, that's crazy I don't have light. I'm in my car charging my car and like charging my phone, and I was like, this sucks being on camera with me with all this studio lights and stuff, all this shit, and some people don't have the access to that. So
Right, like they don't have their.
that's why I got
lifestyle.
off live. I was like, sorry, like I'm gonna have to go. Like
It just doesn't
I
feel
felt
right
unfair. Yeah.
to sit there and essentially, like, even if this privilege is a small one, it's like while things are going on, why would you sit here and flaunt privilege that
Yeah.
other people are literally like
Trying to get a hold of.
get a hold of and are being told you won't have access to this for weeks.
Yeah. It sucks.
That's crazy. This is crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. If sometimes I feel like it sucks that for like the people are going through that, but we have a lot of people have to go to work. A lot of people have to do this.
Still.
This show has to go on. Like
it's crazy because the more you think about it, you just see like how it still only really affects people who are already affected by the infrastructure that we face daily here in the city. Like there's already enough going on to Black, brown communities that don't need any more disparaging, and the communities that are affected the most by these by the tornadoes, brownouts, and essentially what caused a blackout in some complete areas in the Houston metropolitan area is black and brown areas.
Yeah.
So essentially, who is that again disenfranchising? It's just like it's a consistent system, and I'm just tired of it. Like I'm just tired of it.
My sister was telling me yesterday that her house when she went, she's been staying here. Right now, she just left home to just go gather some other stuff, and she has her electricity a little bit back. He's going off and on. Pero she was telling me while she was going back home yesterday, it was pitch black. She couldn't even see through the neighborhood. Pero there's some people that had the generators, so I don't know. Sometimes I felt when she was passing by there, she was like, "Damn, they have light, they have water," and just it sucks when. Yes, it's good, I guess, that you have the means for that, but it sucks that you're like the only bright house in where the whole neighborhood is black.
It's black. But I mean, it's essentially that's part is still needed because people is crazy.
Yeah.
People is crazy. They was out there doing crazy stuff.
There were like cops everywhere.
Everywhere.
People are looting because their security cameras are down. Everything's down. So
damn, I should have asked some people to get me some
damn,
y'all ain't DM me or nothing. God damn.
I'm dead. But yeah,
that would have been half off everything. I'm talking about. I would have been.
Give me some. What's it called? Fucking detergent while you're at it too. Yeah. But guys, okay, we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll be back to answer some of the questions y'all want to y'all asked us.
Is it true you can?
All right, guys, we're back.
And we're back.
Period. All right, guys, so let's get to your questions.
Oh yeah. I have them. Let's get to these questions. All right. Where are the questions? All right. Okay, so we have the first question.
Just to let y'all know, because sometimes be like, why y'all acting all goofy? We did a little something like
We gotta do
y'all
some
know.
things.
If y'all know, y'all know. My people, they know.
We goofy.
Dale.
All right. So it says, would you rather watch your dreams shatter or your relationships fail?
Or I answered this one last time.
This is a hard question because it's like, I love my dreams. But
I'm gonna go ahead and do the relationship.
what do you mean by like relationships? Like friends?
like if you're
family?
let's do
Or like romantic? Because I cut every romantic motherfucker off right
shit.
now.
I'm about to be like my sister.
You fell?
You fell twice. You didn't see it? I gotta show you.
You have to show me. You have to show me. Post. Oh wait, is my mic on?
Let me see. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay. What was I saying?
All right.
Fuck, what was I saying?
So yeah, the relationship.
Oh, I was gonna give you an example. So,
Okay.
to give you an example, J-Lo, dreams, always. Relationships,
Well, I hate J-Lo. Oh.
and there you go. But
I don't hate J-Lo.
Just to give you an example.
No, I do hate J-Lo. I'm not gonna lie.
Is she from your block?
We don't know her though.
Y'all don't know her?
We don't know her though.
I heard that.
Everybody don't know her though. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, it's not that I don't like J-Lo because J-Lo can act her ass off. Like,
yeah.
Monsters in Law. What? What's the other one?
My favorite is
Selena,
Made in Manhattan,
obviously.
Selena.
Okay, Made in Manhattan. Enough.
Enough was that
is
good.
So, I don't know. Like, when it comes to, like, playing a role, she can play it. I just don't like her music career part. But
She can
if
dance,
that's
though.
if she could dance,
She
her
could
ass
dance.
off, yes. But if like, but do you mean like she always gets her dreams, but like all of her relationships romantically fail? All my relationships fail romantically already, and I don't have my dreams. So
Go with
might
the
as well go
dream.
with the dreams. Honestly, might as well go with the dream. I'm not even gonna
But I
lie.
feel like your dreams make you happy, so that should be
Exactly.
at
And
least enough.
a relationship,
We'll
while
make
you think makes you happy, you make you happy in a
Mm-hmm.
relationship. Always.
If you're happy,
If you're
then
happy,
your
then
relationship
your
is
relationship. I mean, and I'm not saying that you being happy automatically deems a good relationship,
no,
because you know how y'all be trying to take everything people say out of context.
all the time.
So no, we're not saying that just because you're happy and go dilly that you might not be in
The happiest,
the happiest relationship
healthiest.
and the healthiest relationship. But it's just like it goes to show like it does start with yourself.
Yeah.
So I would rather have my dreams because my romantic relationships have not been fucking doing anything anyway.
Wait, so how many boyfriends have you had or girlfriends?
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like I wouldn't count anyone
A relationship?
a relationship. Like I wouldn't
Wait,
count
so
that
how
as a
old are you?
relationship. I'm 25.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't count that as a relationship. I don't have commitment problems.
You sure about that?
I don't have commitment problems like to the extent that I think. I think I low key do have like a little bit of like a wall when it comes to getting like too deep. But I just wouldn't really count those as relationships. Like even though I do have like I consider them like more like good friendships. You know what I'm saying? Now more than like me
Yeah.
considering them like, oh, they were my ex
Yeah.
to a certain like extent. Like I possibly probably would have like maybe two exes. I'm not even gonna lie. Like two people that I'd be like, nah, we was locked in for real. You my ex.
To answer your, then probably they want to know, what's your sexual identity, or what do you feel like you are, or you just go with the flow.
I mean, yeah, to be honest, like a
Flow.
vibe is a vibe.
What is that
Like
called technically? Well, technically for them.
I mean, I really don't know.
Pansexual?
I would I don't know. I wouldn't consider myself pansexual. I'm gonna be honest, but like it's just not it's just not anything crazy. But I wouldn't consider myself pansexual.
I feel like there's a lot of
But
titles.
I mean, I feel more so like I would be bisexual. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with being pansexual because I never know what tomorrow entails. So to be honest, there could be a possibility. But as of right now, I've only had like
So today at this podcast,
you know. So as of today, this podcast. What's today?
what's today?
Saturday, May 18th, 2024. You know, I'm not sure what the future holds, but I know that I'm attracted to beyond a physical. I'm attracted to like and you know that goes to show because like honestly, I do have to be like really like mentally intrigued by the person. That's why I say like I wouldn't consider them relationships. Like if we're just talking about people that you know we talk to, link up with from time to time in the past, had fun with, like whatever the case may be. Those aren't relationships. Those
Okay.
are just passing experiences.
Situationships.
Right. I mean, and if you want to call it that, like that's complex in itself. I wouldn't even waste time calling anything a situationship because it's just like it was either a relationship or it
not.
wasn't
Or
not.
it was just something.
Like
Here.
so. Let's get real. Let's get real, y'all. Come on. All right. So yeah, we answered that dream. Go for your dreams. I encourage everybody in the audience go for your dreams because guess what? Your dreams aren't coming for you. So, what emotion scares you the most?
Ooh. Probably when I get angry, I don't get angry at all. Like I feel like
You know what? That's kind of really true. Like I don't think I've ever really. Well, I've seen you angry one time, but like
what was
not
that?
at where we used to work. And
Oh yeah, people
yeah.
that don't know me and him know each other is because
Yes.
we used to work together.
I think I hit my mic. Is it off?
No, you get.
Okay, yes. We used to work together.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I think I seen you like, but that wasn't, you know, that wasn't directed towards anybody. It was, but
Wait, who was it?
it was our boss, our crazy boss.
Oh wait, you saw that on Father's Day?
Yes.
Oh hell yeah, that was probably the
Yes.
day I was the angriest of my whole life.
Yes.
Oh,
So
my
I
Lord.
think that, but like honestly, other than that, I've never like I've never even think I've heard you even like switch your tone.
Yeah. Probably my anger. Like I just go into like I don't give a fuck mode no more.
Right.
So if you get me angry, you're like at the last step. That's it.
I don't know. What do
But
you
it's like it's so hard to get me angry because I don't really like
give everything?
give everything like,
Yeah.
oh, you mad? Okay, I'm gonna just go this way. You
Right.
mad? You can stay mad. You know what I mean, you don't want to fix it. You want to talk about it. Then what's going on?
You gonna stay mad?
You're gonna stay mad by yourself.
I don't know. I
Gotcha.
think, you know what? I think change. I mean, would change be considered an emotion? Like in a sense, like I'm afraid of it. Like in that aspect, like I feel like, because I don't really like me
Afraid
being
is emotion.
Like, well, yeah, but I guess it's not. It's a specific. I don't know.
What's that fucking movie called? The Disney movie where they have all the emotions.
Inside Out.
Pick one of those.
Pick one of those. I'm like,
I don't even
no.
remember, to be honest.
Honestly, I feel like it would be sadness. Like I feel like I can get really depressed.
Okay.
You know, like
Yeah.
I feel like I can get really, really like in a manic low to where I feel like the world becomes my enemy, and you know that's like that stems from like sadness essentially. It to so I think when I'm sad, it scares me the most because
You don't know how to control
I
it?
don't know how to control it, and it can take me to some dark places.
Gotcha.
So that's a scary emotion. Yeah,
That is a scary
never be a
emotion.
savage.
Never. Try never to be.
Try, don't do it. It's not cool.
Or angry. Don't get angry over people. The fuck?
Yeah, not other people. Get angry at your rights being
Yes.
taken away from
There
you.
you go.
What's the first thing you noticed about each other? Oh, we was the only gay boys at our job.
No, there's one more.
Oh, well, we're not gonna talk about him. We're not gonna talk about him. But
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, yeah, we was like, hey,
Yeah, we probably were the only ones that got along.
Yeah,
a
'cause there
lot
was another one.
There's another characters out there.
there was another one.
Yeah. But there were more. And probably some DLs too. Until Adrian
No,
got
there-
in. Adrian gave us another one.
There was some DLs until Adrian came in. Yeah.
Adrian was probably another gay in the.
Yeah, because like it was like you know the like as a queer person, like the first thing you do is try to find people that you can relate
fuck
to
with, yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it was just like a natural like, what's up?
Wait, bitch, we're missing the main one too. He's gay. Chris.
I love Chris.
Me too.
I love Chris, but you know,
He's
Chris.
always a vibe.
Yes, I love Chris. You know why I didn't even think about Chris? Because I just feel like he's done surpassed gay.
Yeah, there
Like,
you go.
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
like
he's
that.
just like, he a grown ass man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he about his business.
He about his
I
business.
love Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Shout out, Chris. We love you.
We love you. But yeah, that was the first thing. What's something you finally accepted? The silence.
The silence is loud.
The silence. Oh my God.
What?
What have I finally accepted?
I feel like even though you want to be, friends are not forever.
That, you know what? That is something that's very true.
Yeah.
Like essentially, people are here for seasons, and
Yeah.
some people are like.
It's rare though. Don't
It
get
is-
me wrong.
Because my mom
Yeah.
told me this one saying, I don't want to quote her wrongly, but it was something.
Are
in
you
the
talking
sense,
about the tree, the roots?
right? Like
Okay.
the tree, the roots, the leaves.
Find you the roots. Where
Right.
No matter what you go
Right.
through, they're gonna be on there. Unless a tornado at Houston happens, then it might be a different story. But
The
those
roots
be-
still gonna be on the tree though.
Yeah.
The branches won't be,
There
but
you
the
go.
roots will still
There
be.
you
up
go.
a part
Find you
of
the
tree,
roots.
unless the tree just break. But
There you go.
yeah, I think something that I
Some
finally
people are leaves. Seasons.
yeah seasons.
But it sucks because they're like cool people too. But it just we move on.
But it's not the thing about some people are seasons is that people think that seasons don't come back.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's a key factor, and I think
That's a good one.
that part because while it's not summer right now, it's winter.
But it's gonna.
But
be
it is going to be summer again. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Let it get warm, and that's kind of how we have to treat all relationships because there's a perfect time for that connection. There is. That's the way that I view my life. That's just the
Yeah.
way I think about things. Is that there's a perfect time for that connection. So, I think my answer to this question would be
Wait, what was the question again?
My answer to this question would be, what's something you finally
Oh
accepted?
yeah,
That change is essentially inevitable. I've
yeah.
I'm a comfortable person. I like to become comfortable. Like I don't like
I feel like if you're not changing, you're not growing.
exactly. And so I found myself within this battle, and I wanted to like, how do I get myself out of it? Well, it starts by changing everything that you're doing, by
Yeah.
changing like literally the way that you think about doing something.
Even the same way that you said about your music, you don't like the way it was at the beginning, but you like it the way it's going right now. When that's
Exactly.
changed,
It's
it's
because
good.
it's changed. So I used to be so afraid of the uncomfortability that change would bring. I wasn't trying to advance it. Like, I wasn't trying to like, I know this has to happen now. So
Yeah.
I would procrastinate and wait it off and push things back.
Maybe.
And maybe then, maybe now. Like, no, it's just
It's gonna happen.
it's
no
gonna
matter
happen.
what.
Regardless, you need to do it right now so that you can have as much control as you can. Not saying that you'll have full control, but when you're
Well, you can, yeah.
proactive rather than reactive. So yeah.
Oh, Rachel, the ones that are like from the people. Those
And,
are
there's a podcast.
Yeah.
When was the first time you smoked? Child.
Not the notes.
Um, I think I was like 14. I was bad. I'm not gonna lie, that was bad. I was like doing a high school play.
I was gonna put Adrian's business out there, but we did a podcast, so his business is already out there. He started at 12, so you're not that bad. Not that
Oh,
bad.
okay. Okay, I'm not that bad then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still bad, but I'm not that bad. But yeah, like it was like my freshman year of high school. I was in a play called Pride and Prejudice, and
You
I
go to
was
school here, right?
yeah, I went to
What
school
high
here.
school?
I
Oh,
went
middle school,
to
right.
Hightower High School,
Okay.
and it was it was like my first time like really bonding with like a group of people. They were like older than me. They were all seniors. Da 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 da. Girl, go away. Damn. Sorry, y'all. And the first time I smoked, it was like while we were getting ready to perform the play for the first time. We were getting ready to perform the play for the first time, and they were like,
No mames.
we had like 2 hours or maybe 2.5 hours before to like essentially like pregame.
Yeah, yeah.
So we did, and they were like, "Hey, we're about to go smoke. You want to come with us?" And I was like, "Sure."
Fuck it.
Like, why not? Mine as well.
And how does
And
the
I was high
show
as
go?
hell. I was high as hell. I think I did good during the show. I always have had a terrible British accent, so they was not getting a good British accent out of me regardless. I'm sorry. But I just can't do it. And I also think that British people fake their accents. Like, there's just no way y'all are talking like that. Y'all are doing it on purpose. I'm not
But I know
fooled.
you
I'm
can
not
do it
fooled.
in an English accent.
And then they can talk just like us with no problem. No, I'm not fooled. Y'all are doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Y'all are doing it on purpose. The gig is up.
The gig is up.
The gig is up. But yeah, that was the first time I smoked, child. That was crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I would do it again too because
I'll do it again.
I would do it again too because I just felt so like the first high. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I would do it
But-
all over again.
Guys, try to wait. If you can wait, especially where you're at. Yeah.
Only I was in a legal state.
Me too. But mine was 2 years ago, like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
And my best friend showed me, Adrian.
That's not bad.
Because he used to do it he used to do it all the time around me. He would always ask me like, not to do it, but is it okay if I can do it? So I was like, yeah, go smoke. Is what you do. So we'll hang out. We're like, man, bitch, let me try at least. If you fuck with it, let me try it. Bitch. But yeah.
And that's because of the tornado, by the way, mind you. All of these shits,
Right.
they're
I literally saw
everywhere. You open the
lizards.
backyard door and boom, they're coming in. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot myself. I'm not.
But mine was 2 years ago with my best friend.
Well, that's period.
Period. Wait, you were just with the classmates, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're my friends, so like I'm still friends with some of them to this day.
that's
But
cool.
yeah, like it was a goddamn experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever been too high? Where you like,
You know what? Every time I've gotten too high off weed, I literally just go to sleep. So I just be
I think
like,
that's the best way
"Girl,"
to do.
I just be like, obviously, I'm tripping. So it's time.
like me right now? I thought somebody was a donkey.
He said, he opened the door and everything. I said, ain't everybody here. Oh my God.
And you were jamming out to the music. And I
I was
paused
just
it.
like, I'm
You're
pretty
like-
than that motherfucker.
You're like, what happened? Oh shit! But yeah,
That is funny. Why do you think bad things happen to good people? Well, essentially, I feel as though this is a very hard question, but I think bad things happen to everybody.
yeah.
Honestly,
But I feel like it always happens to the good people. I mean,
it just depends on
even
what.
reflects like in superhero movies. Everything always happens to the
True,
heroes.
but everyone's morality meter is different. So what's good to them might not be good to you.
Yeah.
And so that's why I say, what is
What's your definition?
what's your definition of good
Yeah.
before you think that bad things are happening to a good person? Because everyone's level of that is different. Like, there's things that I wouldn't do that aren't necessarily a problem, but I wouldn't do them. But somebody else might do them, and they think that, like, so it's like it is what it is. Everybody has the ability, but I think bad things happen to everybody when they're living under a capitalist regime. So it's kind of the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
How does one not get labeled a slut but still get down in the bedroom?
Damn. Depending what I feel like, just your image online, probably because
I mean,
people judge by what you put out there. So
true.
don't put everything out there, and you won't be labeled as a slut. I guess.
I mean, if you're a slut, be a slut. Be the best slut there is. Like,
period.
honestly, I don't care. Like, who cares? Who the fuck cares? The thing is true because being labeled a slut has been so detrimental to certain people. You know what I'm saying? And it can be in a way degrading but, bruh, in this day and age,
Who isn't?
bruh, please, I ain't even call you. Put your pussy on the phone. Like, we could skip the small talk.
For real.
I actually like sluts.
Yeah.
I prefer sluts.
It's faster. Like,
It's not faster. Why would
not say
I
like
want?
you get to the point, basically.
I mean, not just to the point, but it's like, because when people like, and this is something that I've noticed because I'm somebody who's friends with like exotic dancers and they're labeled sluts all the time, right? They're not sluts.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But they are. They're labeled sluts all the time. Those are confident
As people.
They go for what they want. They're thriving and they're doing goddamn amazing.
I feel like
you know
people
what I'm
hate
saying?
on them, the people that can't do it.
And that's the problem. And it's just like, and the reason why I say I'd rather a slut is because I don't want to teach nobody what to do at my age. I'm 25 years old, bitch. You better know what the fuck you got to do today.
Yeah.
You getting down and dirty. Okay?
So you do you, girl or boy, whoever asked.
Or them.
Or them.
How's dating been? It hasn't. Let's start there. I'm not dating. Not everybody has to date.
Yeah.
Not everybody has to date all the time. Honestly, I'm even started to think like, I don't even want nobody for real. I don't think I really care to have a romantic relationship on that aspect. Romance isn't the pinnacle in the center of everyone's life.
Yeah.
You know, like
I hate when people do that, like try to judge other people for like, oh,
You're single.
You're single at this age. What are you doing? You need to
Like,
get a house. You need to have a family. You need
look
to have
at
kids.
me.
Like,
You think I'm
bye.
single because I
I choose to.
to be?
Period.
No, romance is not the center of life. It's really not. Like, you could find romance in so many ways. I love my family. I love my friends. I love my community. You know what I'm saying? I find romance, and that's something that
I feel like
as I'm
sometimes
growing,
I get the love from them.
right? And that's something that, like, as I'm growing, I'm also learning. I'm not saying that I didn't go and make mistakes and date and do dumb shit with, people, but I'm learning, like, I really don't, that's not what fulfills me.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I'm going out of my way to get from this earth. There is more,
Like that other question, you're chasing more your dream.
Yeah, like, at the end of the day, I would always chase my dream. And my dream is not just mine, I want
It's to help other
it
people.
to help other people,
Like your
not
family.
And I wanted to help more than just my family because again, I pursue music. Music is a universal language.
And you're
Language is
helping
a
them
message. I
heal.
want to be able to heal generations upon generations of traumas that we've had to endure as people collectively.
Basically, like leave your mark that you were here.
Yeah, that's definitely like a major thing. That's my dream.
Chase your dream, guys.
As a homosexual artist, that's such a funny wording to me. I was so
Who put that hoe? That's crazy.
uh, that's funny though. I'm not gonna lie. How is the
How's the what?
how is the struggle if there is? Um, honestly, now in today's day and age, I don't really
It's getting
think
more
that.
accepted, no?
Yeah, I don't really think that the LGBT homosexual argument is like the pinnacle of what it used to be. Like back then, yeah, you
Oh
definitely
yeah,
had to be way more discreet. But like
or masculine.
we're moving into a generation where unfortunately for the homophobes out there, gay people exist. And there's just nothing that you can do about it. And they're making some of your favorite songs and have been making some of your favorite songs,
For
clothes,
wow,
movies, shoes, the list goes
everything.
on and on. Your fridge. Like I don't know. So I just think that in the South, there might be a little pushback. I think specifically that's something that I could say, considering that we do have a more conservative
Yeah.
pushback here in the South in general with any progressive movements. But it's not a problem. If you're gonna blow, you're gonna blow. If you're gonna do what you're gonna do, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, regardless. So start thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do what you're gonna do regardless.
Period.
And if that question was from another homosexual artist, go do what you got to do regardless.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Um, oh, what is something you want to be remembered for? That's crazy because that's literally what we were kind
But
of
yeah.
talking about earlier. Yeah. I want to leave an impact. Every artist is like, oh, I want to change the world, this, that, and the third. And it's like, yeah. And then they end up like, doing
Dumb shit.
the same dumb shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I actually want to like use music to like radicalize people and like be like, yeah, let's
At
start.
least impact one person's life is enough.
Definitely,
own.
definitely. But I want to start a wave of commotion towards the policies that we have towards life. Like I really want us to be able to have the future that is like so fucking stress free. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like now y'all see why we ain't have to do none of that shit that we was doing 20, 30 years ago.
I feel like the 90s were the last decade where everybody was like chilled. Until we
Yeah.
hit the 2000s. That's
I was
when-
having a friend. I was having a conversation with my friend, and I was like, "Yeah, like the '90s was the last era where they was like, let's give black people a chance before we don't give nobody a chance no more."
I can't.
I'm so serious. Like I'm just like, man, and like the '90s was also a great pinnacle for music, but I think that's another conversation too that could be had is like how people always constantly say, oh, well, the music is getting worse and worse. And while there's always going to be factors of music that are bad songs, like the great songs of the generations are the ones that we remember. There were shitty songs getting dropped in the 60s too, guys. You just
Yeah.
don't know them because they were shitty songs in the 60s too.
Same way going on
so,
right now.
Yeah, so it's just like let life and let history do.
Yeah.
Let the world grow and continue growing
Yeah.
with new policies and less capitalistic regime.
Period.
I don't know. The worst trouble I got into it as a kid,
I was a good boy.
I was not a good boy.
I didn't get in trouble for shit. Probably the only thing I think my only time my dad like hit me in the mouth for, they never hit me, but he hit me like in the mouth for saying it. Was when I called my sister a bitch.
No.
I think it was like I was like 12.
No, I was getting my ass beat.
For your mom or dad or both?
Anybody.
Tia, tío,
Tia,
everybody.
Tío, I was bad as hell. I have a mouth.
Yeah.
So it never left. So yeah, I was always, pow. What did you say? Pow, pow. I was a bad kid. Like no, I wasn't a bad kid. I was a
Travieso?
kid. I was a kid that needed
Attention.
attention and proper guidance.
Yeah.
that I wasn't able to receive at the moment. And so I was doing bad things. Like, I'm going to go hang out with my friends and go do bad things with my friends.
Say, we're gonna
I didn't really start
bash-
being bad, though. Like, I was always talkative, very, like, loud, rambunctious. I didn't start being bad until high school, though, for real, for real. But I think the biggest thing that I got in trouble for as a kid was in 7th grade, my friend came to school with these pills, and I had a bad headache. But she like always had these pills, and I had a bad headache, and I took the pill, not knowing what the pill was. Apparently, the pill was morphine.
Fuck you.
Girl, I'm in 7th grade, fucked up. I remember being
High
high as hell. Like, I remember being in the class, like, I'll never forget this day. I remember being in class, and the class was like, my teacher was like, they're calling for you in the office. And I was like, for what? And they were like, I don't know. I'm trying to get up and walk to the office. I'm holding the side of the walls like this.
For
because
real?
I'm so high. Yes, I'm a 7th grade body on
Yeah.
morphine. Like, come on now.
I know.
And so
That's crazy.
my principal is like, hey, honey.
Mira, ahí está.
She sat me down, that bitch. Sorry, y'all. My principal was like, hey, honey, I have a quick question. Did you take anything today? And I was
All
like,
nice and cute.
I mean, I took a pill for my headache this morning. She was like, yeah. She was like, I called your mom. I let her know what's going on. She's on her way to come get you. I was like, no.
Your mom got
Yeah.
mad at you?
I was like, no. My mom didn't get mad at me because she was just like I would take, my mom would like give me like, if my head hurt, like she'll give me like a little ibuprofen or something like that. So it was like, I wasn't a stranger to like over-the-counter medicine. I'm thinking it's what my mom would have gave me at home.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, why does she have morphine, actually?
Girl, that's a whole nother story. I ain't putting that girl business out there, but
I was like, wait.
I was like,
Did she get in trouble for giving it to you?
she did get in trouble for giving it to us because she gave it to another girl, and the other girl was like,
man.
yes, this other girl took it and was like,
Not her getting everybody in
she
mama
couldn't walk, so they had to put her in a wheelchair.
Mames. You at least could walk?
No, I could walk barely, girl. You saw me holding on to that wall. I was holding on to that wall. But
I
like,
could already imagine down. I see this long ass high
like
school.
a long
lockers.
hallway. I'm just, oh my God.
Just hitting
hanging
every
off
lock.
for dear life. Just hanging off for dear life. So yeah, the other
Nobody
girl
helped
couldn't
you?
even walk. I mean, you know how they have like somebody who's also in your grade or like in the grade above you that's like an office aide? They don't give a damn.
No, yeah.
They just here. They walking
out,
away. I'm
yeah.
out. So yeah, I don't know. That was a crazy moment. That was like,
Oh my God. I'll be scared.
that was a crazy moment.
I was scared to get too high. I got in too high once, and it was a scary experience. I almost called 911.
Let me see these questions.
A ver qué dicen.
What is the hottest sport? I'm gonna be honest. 2 sports are so hot.
Uno nomás. One. Okay, your first one, and then you tell me your
Football,
second. Which one?
soccer.
Like football?
Yeah, no, like soccer. Like, no, not
okay.
American football.
Okay,
Soccer.
soccer.
And, well, it's football, but
Fútbol,
soccer.
claro.
And baseball. They're sexy. They're sexy. The shorts,
I'm gonna do a soccer
the
too.
pants,
But I'm gonna do
the
football.
players. I mean,
Football next in the middle before baseball.
like American football?
American football.
I don't know. Like, I guess their attire is
I like a slim, thick, muscular guy. So
yeah. Soccer. Oh my God.
I guess the soccer players are more like slim and just
Yes,
like
but
have
they're
a
so
good booty.
fit.
Yeah.
Like, they're just so fit, and like, not even the fitness is just like, I feel like the energy of the soccer players is just like different. You know, I've been with enough football players, American football players, so I'm okay on them.
I really get what you said.
I'm okay on them. Have you ever cheated? No.
No, I haven't.
No. I don't think I have.
I don't feel like I could. It's or just
You
like,
know what? To be honest, the 2 people that I would consider my relationship, I was so in love in a sense, like everybody didn't even matter to me. Like that's how it got. Like I was just like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Like even people that I would find attractive before, I'd be like, I don't even
Right?
care. Because I was just
That's
like,
happening.
my boo.
like you only get attracted to like that person.
That
like-
person, yeah.
And if you're getting attracted to somebody else, it's just like
So, have you ever had any surgery?
Surgery? No.
Yes.
No.
I got my tonsils taken out.
For real?
When I was 5,
For what?
I have no idea. They were like swollen or something, and I had to take them out. Girl, I barely remember that surgery. I just remember that they told me that I could only eat ice cream for a week.
You think some celebrities are scared for like those kind of surgeries?
Like tonsil surgeries and
Anything
things
that
like
has to do like vocal surgery?
how you gonna be scared to do anything that's actually beneficial for your health and you out here putting fake asses in?
Mm-hmm.
I
True.
mean, you gotta prioritize. I think if you're gonna have selective medical fear, then let's be rational about the selective fear because if you will get a BBL, but you won't get
Your tonsils.
your tonsils removed if they're infected or swollen or something like or you have like a tonsillectomy like or whatever is needed to have those or even things that have to do with their nose they don't but they're quick to get a nose job but they're not quick to like actually assess their sinuses or anything of
Yeah.
that nature. I don't know. Who don't do you speak another language? Pues sí, claro.
Spanish.
Dime a ver.
What's your favorite Dominican food? Like you had to choose one thing to eat. Mine, Dominican food. I love me some mango.
I was gonna say some mango con salami, some cebolla.
Yes.
I like
That's all I eat when I'm in New York.
Oh my god! Like my aunt,
And La Bodega be making it so good too. Sometimes.
yeah, la bodega just but like oh my god, like I just love it so much. Honestly, I really do. I really think that's one of my favorites too.
La
And
patacón, maduro.
I mean, obviously, I love like I love plátano con arroz, con habichuela, con gallina, like you know all of that, like moro.
It's
I
crazy
love
that
moro.
they eat more gallinas than chicken in New York.
Maybe I don't know why.
Even the sopas they made them with gallinas. They like everything in the fries sometimes. Like it's mostly like gallinas.
Yeah,
Or at least in my family that lives over there,
I don't know why, but I just know that shit is good
it is good.
as hell, and I'm gonna eat it every time. So
What do you think about that store? ¿Cómo se llama? Freddy's. Have you been to Freddy's?
where's that at?
Is it in Freddy's? In New York, the Bronx. The chicken place. They like fuck.
I didn't go to the Bronx when I went to New York last year either. Too. When did they open?
Shit, they've been there forever. But they have some good food sometimes.
I'm gonna have to go because I ain't go there. How do you not have the munchies after smoking? This is actually really good. It's called drinking a bottle of water. When you drink a bottle of water,
Sometimes some hot Cheetos will hit right after or something.
when I smoke and I'm like, damn, I'm hungry, but I know I can't eat. Like sometimes I have like a fitting. Like oh my god, the other day I had a fitting and the outfit didn't even fit, and I was so upset. But I still had to make it work. Like me and the stylist, shout out to Trish, we still made it like work, and everybody on that team was awesome.
Y'all
John,
tatered
Luke,
it again?
huh?
Y'all tatered it?
No, girl. I just had to like suck my ass in like that bitch from
Like-
White Chicks.
Fucking-
Tina the Talking Tummy. And I got my shit together.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to do what the fuck we had to do. It didn't
What
fit.
did you need the fitting for? Like,
It was for a shoot. It was
okay.
for a shoot. If you met your 10-year-old self, what would you say? Listen here, bitch. No.
damn. But they got scared and shit.
If I met my 10-year-old self, I would be like
Where was I at 10 years old, first of all? Fuck.
probably moving. I was probably moving here, so I would be like, I would stop myself in the middle of the airport and be like, whatever you do, don't go. Just for drama, for chaos, for a little.
They said, what would you do?
Climax.
What would you say?
Is that what would you say?
To my 10-year-old self. I'll probably tell him to come out earlier. It's okay.
Really?
Yeah. Because I didn't come out until after high school, and I wish I would have came out during high school.
See, I wish I had the choice to come out.
Yeah.
They ain't never let me. They ain't never let me. They was just like, anyway.
Anyway, what the...
What did your parents teach you about love? My dad is a hoe, so, and I mean that like respectfully.
Respectfully?
Like respectfully, like he was a whore. But I mean, a lot of men essentially are. So I didn't really learn a lot of lessons from love in his department. My mom was always in relationships, like not back to back to back, but like for as long as I've been alive. You know, she was in a relationship with my dad, and then she was in a relationship with my brother's dad a couple of years later, and they were together for just some like XXX amount of years, and then
You.
you know, so on and so forth. And so I think I think that's probably why I look at relationships the way I look at relationships, because I don't want to deal with none of that shit.
Yeah. You don't want to
Ever.
repeat their history.
Like I don't want to repeat that history ever.
Yeah.
So it's just like I'd rather just not do it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see it.
Because I seen it and I was just like, girl,
Girl.
I'm not finna do that.
You
Girl.
went through all that for what?
I'm not going through it for us. How about it? So this is gonna be the last question.
Oh yeah, what time is it?
9:08.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Before we have to close it, guys. Done. What you got? We can do two more
Yeah, we can do something.
because we probably cropped part of it.
What is something you know you need to let go of? My ex.
Wait, I think we answered this one.
Did we?
Did we?
I don't remember.
Well, go ahead and answer.
Intermission. Okay.
Okay, so something you. Oh no. What was the other one about? Fuck. It was almost the same thing.
Is it will we finally accept it?
There you go.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm tripping. I'm the one tripping. So go ahead.
Okay.
Your ex.
What is something we need to let go of? Well, what is something you need to let go of? I need to let go of doubt. All ideas and thoughts of doubt, because what I gotta doubt myself for? I'm a bad bitch. Like y'all see it. I'm a bad bitch. I don't gotta doubt nothing about myself at all. And what do you have coming up this year? Any new music? I do. Y'all already know I got new music coming. I actually.
What's your latest song?
My latest song is actually my latest project.
Was the album?
Yeah, it was my project. It's not an album. It was like a little EP mixtape. Yeah. I dropped. It's called The Departure. It's on all platforms.
Go stream it, guys.
Go stream it. I promise you, you're gonna like 3 of the songs on there for sure.
How many songs are there?
Damn, I forgot. I think like 9, maybe 9.
Okay.
But yeah, I know for a fact there's a song for everybody on there.
What's the tempo of the music like?
It's a journey, honestly.
Journey?
It starts like kind of like through this new age sound first to beginning. It's introducing, this kind of new development, and I had an amazing opportunity to get a feature from Busta Rhymes. He shouted me out. Yeah, like and I recorded this song like 2020.
Yeah.
The first track on the project, and so it took a while for everything, all the channels, everything cleared out. Yeah, but it's been exciting. Honestly, that project took a long time, and I loved every part of it because it showed so much of what I learned and grew from my first project that I dropped back in like 2020. Yeah, I think I dropped 2021. I think I dropped my first like EP officially. So yeah, it was just like so much more growth, and the journey was better, and I had more to say, and I was saying it in a better way, and it was just like it just felt really raw, really real. That's why it means so much to me, because it felt like I was leaving behind the old versions of myself that I shed through these songs that I wrote into this.
So basically, you made the music and leaving it there. It is what it is. Now it's for the new chapter.
And now it's for a new chapter, yeah. Of course, I'm still going to be pushing it through the circuits, through the channels. Like, I love The Departure, y'all. Please go stream The Departure. As a matter of fact, right now, you guys can find the link down below.
Yes, I'm going to put the link down below.
It's going to be down below.
I'll put all his social media, too. So all his social media and all his the music where you can find it will be in the description. So make sure y'all go check it out for Departure.
The Departure is real, and it's good. But yeah, I do have a new single coming out. It's gonna be I'm dropping it within the next month and a half. I promise.
Can we get a name or?
Yeah, it's gonna be called Catastrophe.
Not with the yesterday going on.
Well, I mean, we're in the end times, so
It's time to
I,
pray.
and I mean that with like a whole heart. Like these are the end times. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody's always saying, "Oh, this is gonna happen." This and when this happens, nah, baby, it's happening now.
Yeah, YOLO. You gotta live your life
So
every day.
it's called Catastrophe, and we're going to be shooting a video for it. It's really exciting. I'm really excited.
You got choreography in there? Woo!
You know we do.
Period.
We choreograph around. We dance around here, baby.
We
We're
dances.
artists. So yeah, I have had an amazing
Yeah, you liked it?
time. Yes, this has been fun. Like I like talking my shit to y'all. I don't know.
Period.
I don't know.
Well, thank you so much for coming over here, especially with everything going on right now in Houston.
No, literally.
So thank you so
Drove
much
through
for
6 broken trees.
thank you so much for coming in. Please be careful leaving. Text me when you get home, and thank you y'all so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next podcast.
Bye.